Alright, I think we're okay. Let me just double check, make sure we're good. Uh, Alright, I think we're okay. Alrighty. What's it called? Let me just. Bam, bam. Let me just, shit, what was it? Right. Uh, uh, yeah, oh my god, I lost my train of thought again. Um, yeah, you know what? Let's just let's just get started. I am doing a mass attack because I keep procrastinating, and also I want to do at least one mass attack this year. Bam, bam. Okay, so, alrighty. Okay, this brush is way too big. Alright, let me turn my desktop audio back on so we can get some of that sweet copyright free lo-fi. Alrighty. Initially, I was just gonna do 3 characters, but I was like, you know what? What if I had just like a cat on the table, just chilling? Because why not? So, alright. Okay, no more procrastinating. We're gonna work on this. Oh, I lost my train of thought again. Okay, I know I wanted to like fix up this arm. I tried like doing like a bit of a messier sketch to like, just like branch out more, but honestly, like, I did not vibe with it, to be honest. Like, doing messier sketches, they just like, I don't know. It just confused my unga bunga brain. Okay, this arm could probably stand to be a bit longer because right now it's a little tiny. I don't really like that either. I could probably just, like... I should have probably found, like, a reference photo or something, but oh well. No, wrong layer. Hmm. Do I like that? Not really. It feels too small still. If I make it, like, larger like that, then... Okay, well, no, just, like... maybe if I, like, turn it more. And give it, like... Give them a bit more forearm. Okay, it's a bit better. I want the hands to be like around here. Oh, you know what? Let me just ditch that. Shh. Okay. That still feels too thin. So maybe if I like add like a bit of an elbow there and then no, I don't vibe with that at all. No, maybe we could come back to the arms. But at the same time, wait, hold on, let me look at this one. Okay, so it's like, So looks like the bend of the arm is like a little after the sleeve. So yeah, I definitely should have gotten like a reference photo or something, but you know, I could probably look up a reference photo right now, but I'm also kind of lazy. Maybe I'll give it a few more, like, if I keep struggling, then I'll find a reference photo, but for now I want to see if we can, like, bend of the arm, like around there, so... Okay, that feels too thin, but I don't mind the direction it's going. Okay, it still feels too short, so maybe if I still like... Well, now it feels too thin. If I just start with like the arm itself and then work the elbow in... No, that has a little bit of like a lump. So I just... You know, maybe if I just womp. Okay, you know what? That works. It looks like it worked. Oof. Yep, that looks like it could work. And yeah, I definitely should have gotten I should have gotten a reference photo, definitely, because which key binds my thinking face? Nope, not that one. There we go. Why is my mouth so small when I have this expression? Like for this, it's like, oh yeah, big mouth. Now it's just, oh, I gotta redo my stream still sometime. I already did my video stills, but I've yet to make a video. I was gonna make one on my first job, but like, that it turned out to be like kind of long, and I don't feel like doing that because at the end of the day, this is just like a little hobby that I do, just for fun, and also to hopefully get on Wikitubia someday. That's my ultimate goal. Once I get, sorry, once I get on Wikitubia, my life will be complete. I can die a happy man. Let me turn down this volume a little. I feel like it might be a bit loud. That should be better. Yeah, I'm gonna redo it at some point. Just not yet. Probably sometime after Artfight, because I'm already burnt out as is. If I try adding more stuff to do, oh, Jesus, I'm not gonna touch a pencil for like 3 months. And I brought water with me this time, but I didn't refill it, so I only have like a limited supply. Though I'm only really planning on streaming for like hour, maybe 2, short stream. Well, I guess a short stream for most people would be considered like 3 hours, but no, not me, not me. Right, art. You know, I'm gonna move the arm a little more over so it's more obvious that this is a sleeve and not connected to the body. I used to do that thing where it's like, oh, here's an arm and there's the hand. Oh, and the sleeve. Boom. Now you have a sleeve, and it just like pretty much be like attached and only separated by a line. So yeah, I used to. Though then, like when I started drawing like mostly animals and stuff, it was like I didn't really have to do that. But I mean, with like collars and stuff, it'd pretty much be like attached to them. And I lost my train of thought again. I gotta focus. My Adderall is not doing its job. Okay. Look. Let me get a bit more comfy. Okay. So, right. Art. We're doing art and not procrastinating anymore. Yeah. I'm looking up a reference image. Person holding art table. No, not really quite what I'm looking for. Oh my god, wait. Hold on, let me just show this image. Oh my god. You know, I'll go bookmark this image for future use. This is very much draw your OC in this pose material. Like, hold on, let me see. Let me save it. Let me save it. You just let me put it on my Discord server so I could just. That's amazing. I fucking love that image. I'm totally drawing one of my OCs like that. But that's for another time. No more procrastinating. Right, reference image. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Kinda. There, I'll keep that image there. Let me see if I can just find like a better one. No, these are all facing the wrong way! You know what? I could probably work with the... actually, no, that's not enough. Bank cards, front view? Okay. Go back to person holding cards at table because I kind of want, like, you know, like the elbows on the table. Yeah, let me elbows on table. Okay, there's the elbows on table, but not the cards part. And that stupid fucking image again. No, I'm keeping this guy up. This guy keeps appearing everywhere. Oh my god. Okay. I see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna also like. You know what? I'll keep that image, but then also have this image for like, you know, elbows on table. Let me just like resize it so it's like right like there, and then I'll use this image as like how to like position the cards and stuff. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that arm, so for now I'm just gonna hide it. Okay, so for this, like I'd say the sleeve, but no, that's a wrong type of layer. Okay, for the sleeve, let me just put some annotations on this. Okay, so the sleeve would probably, for that outfit, would probably be like around like there. So there's the sleeve, and then obviously there's gonna be, you know, the cards. Ignore that. That's the wrong shape. So then it would just kind of be like a little bit of a curve. Alright. Here, let me put it in like another color too, so it's easier to see. It goes shoo. So like, nope, already failed. Also, I want to change the color. Nope, not doing that. Okay. Okay, hold on. They're like, well, this one here. Go back to my annotation layer. So it's kind of more like, bomb. Okay, you know what? Here, let me just get like. It's like a contact. And that's where like the sleeve is. So something kind of like that, but at the same time, I don't. Maybe it's the pen size. Oh, it's at 6. I do my sketches in 5. That might explain a little bit. Still like. I'm on the annotation layer. You know what? These annotations are bogus. They can go bye-bye. Okay. I still don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe I gotta put the elbows a bit more like out. Or maybe I gotta like follow the slant of the arm. So kind of goes that way. Maybe I can go like bonk. Bonk. Nope, I don't like too much of a curve. Bonk. And then bonk. Yep, nope, too much of a curve. Okay. Elbows being a bit more out definitely helps. Way too thin. Don't like that. Maybe I could have just like one arm down and only one holding it. Just like a casual, like, chillin'. So then if anything, I could really just use this as the reference instead of having the hand out. I could just, okay, I'm getting somewhere. Nope, I don't want to go back on there. I want to go back, okay, fine. Alright, so I could like, no, I don't. No, I don't vibe with that. It feels a little too thick. Now I have the opposite problem, it's too thick. I'm getting distracted again. Okay, no more distractions. Lock in. Okay, now this feels too thin! Nope. Nope, too thick. Okay, It's a sketch. I don't have to be perfect. I keep trying to tell myself that it's a sketch. It doesn't have to look perfect. But then my brain's like, no, that looks ugly. Erase, erase. And it's like, ugh, it's a sketch. I'm never gonna get to the line art if I make my sketch like imperfect. You know, let's try hiding the baseline. See how that. Now the top part feels too thin. Oh my god, I'm killing somebody. Okay. This is the life of an artist. People are like, oh, art is so relaxing for me. Meanwhile, I'm over here. Yeah, I do it as a hobby. Yet I also like hate it. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I love hate it. Hate love it. Hello? Late? I don't fucking know. Okay, maybe if I move it over a bit more. And maybe if I bonk. Okay, you know what? Here, I specifically put the references all in here too, so it's easier just to swap by them. Okay, so the sleeve is a bit more... Maybe the sleeve is the problem. You know, let me hide that for a sec. Which layer is my sleeves on? Oh, they're one layer. I'm gonna like combine the sketch layer when I'm done. You know what? Let me see if I can like draw over with some like better sleeves. Okay. Okay, here, let me try getting rid of the old sleeves. Okay, okay, you know what? I can vibe with that. And now let me do my super secret lazy artist technique where I just copy paste it on the other side. So it's probably bad practice to just copy paste on the other side, but shh. This is my art. I choose how to do it. Okay. I say a lot. I gotta start like thinking of more conversational topics or something, because it's always like, combine sleeves. You know, maybe I could put this on the canvas and have that in the reference area so I don't have to just go back and forth. But where did I get that image from? Let me see if I can... No, Nope, that's the goofy fucking image again. What's it gonna call it? I gotta stop getting distracted. I get distracted by every little thing. I mean, nobody's here right now, but for when people do get here, well, if they get here, you know what I mean. You know what? Fuck this. I'll find it again once I need it. I mostly just need that for the cards. Let me put that in here. So I can... Okay, so the sleeves, I'll still have that, like... Swoop. And swoop. Nope. Swoop. No, that feels uneven. Swoop. With the, like, button. That one's like too close to the middle, so what if I just... There we go, much better. Okay, and now let's revisit that arm. What's this? Oh, that's... I have two arms! Here, first, let's try this one. Okay, it's not bad. Maybe it just needs, like, a bit thicker. Maybe just move a little bit. Okay, you know what? I can vibe with this. Maybe just... Yeah. Yeah, I can vibe with this. Maybe just like even it out a little bit, and then bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I fuck with it. This, yeah, I don't feel that more. Which layer was this one? Oh, the neck. I still have to draw the neck. Well, this is an empty layer, so I guess this is turning into the neck. I'm gonna combine them all later, so I guess it doesn't really matter what layers where. Yeah, this neck is kind of just like a more straight down, and I still also gotta add that hair puff at the back too, and the earrings. The rest of the face, like, you know, like eyes, nose, mouth, whatnot, like those I'll do. I probably won't do that in the sketch. I might do it in the line art. Oh, actually, no, I'll do it in the sketch. Just not right now. No, that feels a bit uneven. You know what? Since they're like straight lines, I could probably get away with just. Yeah, close enough. And I think like the color is a bit uneven. It's definitely uneven. Maybe if which layer is the color? Here, maybe I can just. Oh, they are the same. Oops. Maybe what I can do, shorten that a bit. No, go back, shorten. Then do the same on the other side. Oh my god, the fucking Twitch bots. Go away! Get out of here! Ugh, make me go on Twitch. Just. Okay, come on, connect the chat faster. I want to get rid of that stupid spam bot. Bye-bye. Get moderated. Second slow-mo. No, I didn't. No, hold on. Let me. No, I don't like shield mode. Okay, there we go. Turn off shield mode. Because shield mode, I don't know what it's doing. It's actually no. You know what? Nah, turn it back on. Okay, back to the string. Now, oh, right. Then. That person. NHO. There we go. Bye-bye. No bots allowed. Humans only. Okay, right. Same on this side. Okay, better. Better. Now I just gotta fix the like sweater itself. That's a table. Don't touch the table. No. Let me actually instead just do like that. You know what? Why does this still feel longer? Hold on. What kind of logic? Like, I'm so confused. How is that? It's the same. It's the same length. What kind of optical illusion type shit? Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Okay, so. Hello? Thank you. Okay, well now that... You know, maybe I'm just crazy. No, wait. Before, that looked alright. But now the tie feels just... You know, maybe if I just... Okay, you know what? It looks better. Now the tie looks uneven. Which layer is the tie on? Okay, here you are. So... Let me only move the... bottom. Now let me just... Okay. Alright. Progress. But I might redo the hair. Maybe. Because the bottom feels a little, like, too fluffy, at least based on the reference. No, hold on, let me try adding that second little puff. Well, like, I think that's like a ponytail. Is it? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's okay. You know what? I'll take it. You know what? Let me just redo that. The top part is fine. It's just like the bottom part of it. It's like not as like it sticks out a little too much. Okay. There we go. Now let me just get rid of that, and then we'll re-add that bit of hair on the bottom. There we go. I like that hair. I think it's cute. I'll make a separate layer just in case, and now I can just bonk, 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 bonk. No, I'm not really vibing with that. It's more of like almost like a circular shape, so maybe if I have that circular shape. Maybe because it's kind of more like I think it leans a bit more towards that side. Not entirely sure, but maybe if I like make it go full circle, it'll be a bit easier. See this part because it's going to be behind them. it up. Maybe it just feels too long, you know? So maybe if I like... No, I don't vibe with that either. I like... If it was thicker... I don't know. I don't vibe with that either. It look more like it's behind their head instead of like, I don't know, there. I guess. I don't. You know what? It could work. It could work. Right, yeah, that could work. Wait, let me get the baselines back. You know, let me change it to 20. You know what? 15. Quiet. Damn, I cannot pay attention. I just see like all the work to be done, and my brain's just like, nah, let's do something else. But it's like, I want to get this done. I want to revenge everyone who attacked me on Artfight. Just like, I want a revenge. And also, like, you know, attack some people. Like, whether they're like buddies or just like I think they're cool, or I like their characters and I want to draw them, or all the above, or a mix of those. I don't know, but I got like nothing done. What was I doing? Right. Yeah. So maybe we can skip the hands for now. Nope. That's just gonna lead to procrastinating on the hands, and then they're gonna be handless forever. Yeah, let's start with like a simple. No, you know what? Let's make it blue so it stands out more, so I can more easily see it. Okay, yeah, now let me get that reference roll. Holding parts. With both hands. Okay. I'm fucked. No, maybe I can find like a simpler reference that's like, I don't know. Nope, not business cards, playing cards. Oh. What? I'm not falling asleep, you're falling asleep. Nobody's in here. Oh. Okay, I'll just have to stick with that, because that's really the only one I can find. So you could just... No. I gave up on that before it even started. Now for the cards, they're mostly just a bunch of rectangles. So maybe I can get away with using the shape tool. Round corner, I want rounder corners because it's a card. Oh, I forgot to check that box. Whoopsies. Ooh, okay. A little too round. So let's go back to let's go to this. 40. Much better. It's like, let me move that down one. No, nah, let's can keep it that way. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, want that. I want to change the color. Let's go gambling. Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Okay, no, wait, those in the hands. Okay, now let me just fold. I could probably fan them out a bit more. Okay, and now this one, I'm gonna move that a bit more over. All the 15s, move that there. Okay, now we have our playing cards. Damn, reference images are awesome. Maybe I can just give them Animal Crossing hands. Then how am I gonna put the bandages on that? So you know what? Here, let me ditch that and bring this one back over. Okay. You got the cards. We can just combine them now. Oh, yeah, oh, Jesus, I am exhausted. Okay. Keep losing my train of thought. Okay. Art. I don't want to take a nap, but it's been like, what, 45 minutes? It's a short ass stream. And it's like, but also like, I don't know. Where am I going with this? I forget. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm exhausted. No, I did not mean to mute the music. Yeah, check how long this was going for. Yeah, this has been going for like 45 minutes. It can't be that short of a stream. Okay, yeah, lock it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? We can go back. We can come back to this. Let me add some of the. Dude, is that Levy? Yes. Is it Levi or Levi? Am I pronouncing it wrong? I feel like I am. But yes. Okay. The hands blowing you up with my mind. No! Levi. I had a feeling it was Levi, but my brain was like, nah, it's Levi. But it's like, got it, Levi. They got a pretty cool design, I'll just say. Okay, I'm just, planning out where I'm gonna put some of the details. So the scar would go, no, I think the scar maybe. I'm procrastinating on the hands, if you couldn't tell. They're just circles. I need the info dump about the corpse. Ah, yes, please do. It's been a bit quiet. We love info dumping. Okay, so you know what? Let me just make some of like the face lines. Just. Now I'll put this a bit more down. Because you're gonna be like looking at said cards. Let me put the scar on top. Levi is a reanimated corpse brought back to be a vessel for jam. Oh. That's cool. I don't know who Jam is, but sounds cool. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll just leave those face lines there. And since you're gonna be looking a bit more down. Oh. Eyes are more of like there and then over down, so that would be. No, I already don't like these. Let me change the brush size. That ref is old? Oh. What's I call it? I mean, I hope the design isn't too different because I mean, even if it was a bit more different, then I could probably still like edit this because it's still the sketch. Still accurate, but the art I did is bogus? I don't think so. I think it's some pretty here. I think it's some pretty solid art. I wouldn't call it bogus. Let's see that eye. It goes like over and yeah. I already hate. Oh my god. Hair, eyes, and hands. The three things I can't draw for shit. Over. And then jet. Nope. Not it. Over. I keep telling myself the sketch is allowed to be like imperfect, but it's like, oh, the sketch. It's like, okay. I am very weird about my art. Wait, send me your OC ref. Which one? I have two. Actually, no, I don't have that many. Actually, I should probably. I was worried that my Artfight wasn't gonna have enough variety because it's like 3 Sonas and like A bunch of fighting OCs. Sona? Bet. I'll send it right now. See, it's somewhere in my files. There you are. I still gotta redo that ref, but I have not had a chance to yet. Eventually, probably sometime after Artfight. I have so much art I gotta do after Artfight. Okay. I don't like that eyelash. What am I doing? Okay. You know what? Here, let me just, No, since you're gonna be looking down, I'm probably gonna have the pupil... No, that pupil feels like backwards, so let me... No. Wait, you know what? Let me put the pupil on a separate layer. Okay, you know what? I can vibe with that. I'll do the eyelash, and then I can do my super secret lazy technique of copy pasting. Well, now the scar feels too high up, so let me take that and move it a bit more down. Or maybe the eyes are just too low. Maybe both. I'll figure it out. And I am out of water. I might just go and grab some more quick. I will be right back to get my sign. There we go. Alrighty. I got distracted, as always. Okay. Now, locking in. Well, attempting to lock in. Okay, you have that third eyelash, so what's the scar? Okay, I like that. I like that. Now for my famous trick. Copy pasting on the other side. Okay, now the eyes feel too close together, so... You know, the pupils are fine, so I'm just gonna combine those. I gotta move the eyes a bit up. You know, maybe the ears are too high. I'll fix those in the line art. Okay, now they feel too far apart. Maybe once I add the nose. Okay, so your nose is like there. I'm not really good at drawing noses either. Usually I'm just like, boom, there, done. But, you can tell that I like never draw humans. Okay, so your nose is what? No, that's... No, I don't vibe with that. Okay, that one can stay. You don't say that the nostrils will look better. No, not really. People are difficult to draw, but I personally struggle with drawing furries. I'm the opposite. I can draw furries, okay. Humans? Oh my god, I can't. I don't draw humans that often, so it's more of a struggle. Since I don't think I have like any human characters, at least none that I've drawn, so I've never really had much of a reason to draw outside of like drawing other people's characters. But I mostly did that with like Artfight. Because usually, you know, with furries, most of the time it's like some variation of just classic triangle. Well, that's a bad example, but you know what I mean. Usually that's what I stick with. Triangle, or just like little, and then like down, or something. Also kind of a bad example, but like with humans, you gotta have the whole, like the nose bridge, and then it's like, ugh. Now, let's try this again. Take, what, 6? No, wait, somewhere between 4 and 6. Button nose. A lot of my characters have just... Button nose is cute. Yeah, button nose, they're cute, but any type of nose that isn't like a triangle, I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna be on the struggle bus for that. Okay, so it's like down, and then it's like a little... Okay. Right, let's see if I can get this other nostril without butchering it. No, that feels uneven. Maybe I could just do my classic, copy paste on the other side, and then. Except we're gonna get rid of there. Okay, you know what? It's a bit better than before, but save. Let me move the bridge a bit, and then I'm gonna also add. No, I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe if I connect them, it might. No, yeah. Let's try adding the nostrils. Wait, that's all too thick. Just. Let me lower the brush. I still don't vibe with it. Okay, starting over. Get that shit out of here. Am I gonna procrastinate on the nose? See, even my nose thinks it sucks. Okay. I'll give it one more take, and then I'm gonna. If it doesn't really go. If I don't vibe with it, then I'll save it for later. Just like I'm doing with the hands. The hands are like probably not gonna get done until it's almost time for the line art, to be honest. No, I don't vibe with that. Wrong layer. Okay. Nope, that's this. Who are you? Hi, I'm Quaid. I'm a so-called digital artist who struggles with everything and copy-paste everything on the other side. I'm lazy. And, yes, I cheat at digital art by copy-pasting on the other side. Same for... Right now, I normally don't draw humans, so I'm struggling with this nose. That and the hands. The hands, I'm just leaving as circles for now. And I'll fix them up later. And then maybe if I... From there, I just... No, that's... Where is... Aw, thank you! I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not very, like, well-known or anything. I, like, some, like, the big social media, like Instagram and Twitter, I don't use because, like, they suck and they have all that AI shit. And I am very anti-AI. AI is stinky and dumb. And I don't want my art being used for AI people to use for NFTs or something. So, I also, like, I don't know. I mean, like, with, like, art spaces with, like, people's art, like, you tend to compare yourself a lot. I try not to, but it's kind of hard when you see all these, like, big people with, like, outstanding art. It's like, damn, I wish I could draw like that. My god, I hate AI. Me too. AI is so ugly and dumb and stupid, and it should explode. Okay. Okay, where was I going with this? Right, okay, so maybe... Oh, wait, idea. Instead of making that full curve, maybe just, like, keep it as, like, a semicircle, and then... Actually, let me... Circle. No, I don't know. That doesn't... Maybe if I make a big semicircle, I can make a semicircle, so impacts on the environments are insane. I know, it's so, like... It's so stinky. I use a lot of words like stinky and silly and whatnot. But when I say something is stinky, it means it's gross and it sucks. But yeah, AI. Ew, boo. We hate AI here. AI sucks. Right, the nose. You know what? Maybe I'll save the nose for later. Maybe I'll just placeholder furry nose. Nah, I'm kidding. I'll just leave it blank for now. So along with the Brock situation or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, that Twitter AI that's like, isn't that thing like now like role playing to be some kind of e-girl or something, or is that just for like shits and giggles? I don't know. I don't use Twitter, so I know nothing about what's happening on there. Okay, so this is an empty layer, so let me just blank. Now the eyes feel too small. I'm spending so much time on one character, I still have 3 others to go. That's how much I struggle with humans. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitter. I just don't even bother with it. And I dropped my water bottle. I gotta reach all the way over. Oh, my lazy ass. Alright. So you know what? I love how I spent this entire time doing the sketch for one character, meanwhile I have 3 others. I just keep seeing about how it's using its image editor to make some inappropriate stuff. Honestly, I'm not surprised at this point. There are so many, like, degenerate gooners on Twitter. Of course they're gonna try to, like, do some weird shit. And it's like, ew, like, aren't there, like, filters? Well, I mean, if there are filters, they're not working. Like, yucky, big yucky. Okay. You know, let's try at least get somewhat of a sketch done for some of the other ones. Okay, I've only drawn like one moth character before, and that was like, what, 2-3 years ago for commission? Okay, here. Oh, hair. I suck at drawing hair. Yeah, you're so chill, I'm gonna sub to you. Thank you! I appreciate it. Okay, oh, this is still... I usually do my sketches in 5, so it's easier to, you know, see. Well, more like easier to line. I make my sketches way too neat. You know, I made a sketch of this guy at work today. Here, let me get like, let me get the image. Oh, hi Ace. Welcome. I spent like 45 minutes sketching one character because I struggle that hard with humans. And it's not even a complete sketch. I skipped the hands and the rest of the face because I struggled with it. Now moving on to Altair. I'm probably butchering that name. Yeah, I made a like a little mini sketch of him at work when I was bored because I was thinking about like, oh yeah, I still got to do that Artfight attack. Let me grab it. Where did I put it? I think I put it in here. I'm just grabbing a screenshot from what I sent in Discord. My problem is that I only draw humans and no furries. I'm the opposite. I don't have any like human characters, at least none that I've drawn. Hello, Melon Shark. Let's see. Oh right, Pancake. Hello. Okay, there it is. I made a bunch of sketches at work here. Let me just copy the image, and I'm just gonna put it here because it's easier. Okay, that's big. I draw pretty much anything. Lucky. Give me your skill. Yeah, there. I drew him from memory. There he is. Yeah, I just drew him from memory. Because obviously, you know, I was at work and I technically wasn't really supposed to just, like, yeah. I didn't, no, I don't want to open a new tab. I just doodled a bunch at work. Yes, I made a sandwich too. Oh, and those are my jeans. Knee reveal. I need to leave, I get dizzy easy, but you're so underrated. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Maybe I should stream more often. That's where I tend to get like most of my viewer count from. Even though YouTube is really honestly just like a hobby. that I just fuck around with sometimes. Though, honestly, the day I get on Wikitubia is the day I can die a happy man. Okay, let's... Nope, don't vibe with that. You know what? No. Stick with that. And maybe I could just... stop trying to make perfect sketches. Okay, no, I really don't like that. We're scrapping that. You should try scheduling streams like a few hours before so that more people might join. That is a good idea. Usually I don't generally plan streams. Well, I mean, not anymore, really. Usually I'm just like, you know what? I feel like streaming. And then I go live. But you know what? I might start trying to, like, schedule them. They're mostly going to be art, but maybe I might do some, video games. Though I don't really know what video game I could play that would be interesting. Usually I like to play things blind, but like on my own. But then if I play something I've already played before, it's not as interesting to watch, and it's like, I don't know. Even though I do this for fun, it's like, I don't know. I still want to be somewhat entertaining, Okay, let's try. Nope. Okay, I know I can't draw hair. Next one. That's more hair. Let's draw the cat. Rhyme. Oh, rhyme pedal. Okay. Here, something that I can actually draw. I have some games you might like. Like, if you like lore. I do like lore. I'm very open to suggestions. What if I just... Okay. Come on, this is something I am generally decent at drawing. The Enigma trilogy. I'll have to look that up, put that in my bookmarks. The Enigma trilogy. It's on Steam. Nice. Alright, looks cool. I'll check it out more later. Okay, right. Cat. Okay, pointed ear, and then we're gonna bonk. Bonk. I don't vibe with that. That feels too outreached. Or, yeah, that's a word. Okay, hold on. Let me... Swoop. You know what? Just stick with that for now. No, that feels lopsided. I mean, it is lopsided, so... let me actually just try, doing this first. Okay, no, that's even more lopsided. Just... bonk, and yoink. Yeah, let me actually make it thinner, too. Maybe just, smaller in general. Okay, there we go. Better. Ah, there we go. Okay, so... Oh, nope. I want to stay on this color. You know, I'll draw the chin afterwards. Let me. Oh wait, no, my charger was in the way of my mouse. Yes, I draw with a mouse. I've tried one of those drawing, like, pad things before. Not necessarily like a tablet, but like, you know, you draw on it and like draws on the screen. Like, I don't have the hand-eye coordination for that. Mouse just feels easier, at least to me. I should probably get like, I don't know, like an iPad or something to draw with. I used to have one, but then like I didn't feel like learning Procreate, and then I tried selling the iPad, but then my dumbass shipped it to the wrong address, and then it got lost forever. Which kind of sucks, but kind of wish I didn't try. I would have just like tried. Oh, this is on 6. That's why. I wish I would have just like actually tried learning it instead of immediately giving up, because I have a habit of doing that, and it's not a good thing. But if I ever somehow get an iPad again, then I'll probably try Procreate again. So that's what I used. I used Procreate. It's confusing at first, but once I got used to it, I loved it. I drew one thing on Procreate. It was like, I'm not perfect at this. Selling this, and I'm kind of mad at myself for doing that. But oh well. I mean, if I ever somehow get, I'm not gonna buy another iPad. No, I don't feel like doing that. But if I like, I don't know, maybe someone like was selling like an older one on eBay for not that much money, maybe. No, not vibing with that. Okay. This fellow, he's just gonna be watching a little game of poker. I'm not gonna draw any chips because I don't feel like it. It's just I mean, I guess it could be any card game, but I guess I just called it poker because that's usually the most common gambling game with cards and stuff. Okay, the body now. I'm gonna try to have him like loafing. Nope, not vibing with that. Okay, you know what? Let's do like a temporary chest for now, and then I'll draw the fluffy in. Okay, you know what? I can work with that. I probably should have done that in a separate layer so that I could move it around more, but oh well. Okay, you know what? You know what I can do to avoid drawing legs? The classic method of covering it with the tail. You know what? Let me make the tail another color so it's easy to distinguish. It's a fluffy tail. Just fluffier the better. I'm actually not that great at drawing tails. Usually, like, when I draw tails, I just do it like, oh, one swoop. Well, that's a bad example, but I just do it in, like, one swoop. But, like, with some of, like, the bigger tails with more of that, like, fluff, it's a bit more difficult for me. Everything is a bit more difficult to me. I'm just, like, the conductor of the struggle train. Not even the struggle bus. I've upgraded the struggle train. Okay, let me... No, wait, no. Alright, let me try this. No, not doing that, nope. No, let me just try getting, like, the general shape. Okay. It feels a little too long, but we can just, you know, fix that up. I could just plonk. And then, well, now that feels a little too short. I need to block the legs, because I don't want to draw legs. Okay, you know what? Could work with that. Gonna be a little loafing fella. Okay, you know what? I can work with this. Now let me see how it would look like if I got rid of that body and just... Okay, you know what? I like it. Well, I'm gonna keep the body because I'm gonna fix up the tail, make it look a bit more, closer to the reference. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So what if I start from like base? Actually, not. Because the tail is generally like, like that, like that. Why is it when I'm drawing examples, it's either a bad example or like perfect? Just, put a little fluff there. And, no, not vibing with that, Nope, 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 nope. No, I'm not vibing with that really either. I'll keep that. Let me actually make the body a bit more transparent so I can... maybe I can just, like, move all of you a bit more. Oh, wait. No, yeah. Move you a bit more up. Let me just hide the baseline layer so it's easier for me to see. There's the tail. No. Oh, overshot it a bit too much. So let me... There we go. Silly fella. Let me... There we go. I think that's cute. See, I'm actually good. Oh, wait, no, wrong layer. I'm actually alright at drawing cats. Who would have guessed when that was, like, one of my favorite animals for, like, pretty much my entire life? The thing is, I didn't end up getting a cat of my own until I was, like, 17, when I moved in with my dad, because my mom's allergic to cats. Or, I mean, so she claims, but I've never actually seen her have any kind of allergic reaction to cats. And even I remember one time suggesting, like, oh, why don't we just get a hairless cat? She's like, oh, well, I'm allergic to the dandruff, to their skin. Even though, like, she's been around my cat and my sister's cat and has not had any kind of reaction to either of them. And neither of them are hypoallergenic or anything. They're just, my sister and I, we both rescued from a shelter, so it's not like they were, like, bred to be hypoallergenic or anything. No, they just popped in to the world, and then we took them in, and we loved them a lot. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw the chin. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe it might look alright with that. Maybe just like a little bit of a... Let's see how... You know what? Oh, let me... Alright, okay. I'm gonna try drawing, like the face first. Let me move this baseline a bit more up to be more aligned with the actual, where it is right now. And right, chest fluff. Though that's also going to be kind of covered by the tail. Change that color, you know what, make it a bit thinner. No, it needs to be a bit like... You know what, yeah, we can go with that. Yep, there's the body. Okay. There we go. Now let me draw the face. Oh yeah, the inside ears. Inside of the ears, yeah. You can't just have like triangles. Nah. You need some... No, peepers are the eyes. The ear holes. I don't... Well, they're obviously ear holes, but whatever they are. Whatever quirky nickname there is. Just, they're not they're ear peepers. I don't... I'm sure this... Okay, wait, hold on. You know what? Let me look that up if there's a word for that. If eyes are peepers, what are ears? There isn't one? Hear holes, listening lobes, sound scoops, lugs, rabbit ears. Rabbit ears. That's like calling your eyes dog eyes. Like receivers or feelers. Wouldn't that just be like anywhere on your butt? Like you would think feelers would be like your hands and stuff because you touch stuff with that. Ear hole, auricle, shell-like, oris externa. No, I don't want science, bro. You think I? Ear holes. Sure, we'll go with that. Ear holes. There we are. You know what? Now, that's the face. I haven't drawn this shape of eye. At least not anytime recently. So... No, nah. A little too much of a curve. I'll move this a bit more up. I probably should have done it on a separate layer so it's not on the same one as... Nope, you know what? Yeah, let me... Oh, I am getting messages. Okay. What was I doing? Right. That feels too thick. I was gonna make it its own separate layer, but I forgot. Whoopsies! Right. Right. Okay, I think I see the issue. I make it more like a curve, like... Here, let me go back. Like a curve, like, boom and up, when in reality it's just boom, then down, then over. I see the oopsie daisy here. Right, okay. There we go. That's a bit better, though. It feels a little short, so... There we go. That's much better. I like that a lot more. So let me... Okay, nope, that feels a little too thin. Ooh, and I'm vibing with this beat. Okay. E. Why, hello, Frostbear44. What's my call it? I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah. No, wait, that feels a little too... Here, you know what? This is why I made it a separate layer. Okay, so if the eye's going, okay, it's just kind of like only a slight bit of a lump. So, it's like... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Frost Bear. Wait, hold on, what should I call you? I know we're in the same server, is just Frost good? Right, but either way, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Right, I don't like that already. Okay, you know what? How about I start with the bottom line first, and then... Okay, you know what? That helps. Starting with the bottom line definitely helped. And then you also just have, like... itty bitty pupil. No, now you look terrified. I'm still not quite vibing with it. Like, the rest of it is fine, but it's just that little, like, slump. Maybe if I just, like that? No. Alright, no, you still kind of look like, I don't know. And then you have, you know, those little, like, eyelash stripes, question mark? I think they're eyelashes. No, I don't know. Nah, I don't vibe with that one. No, wait, these are backwards. Whoopsies! They go this way. Yeah. I'll make them more pointed in the line art, but for now, it's gonna be that. Right. I get way too distracted way too easily. I'll have you watching. Where'd my music go? Oh, did the playlist finish? Oh yeah, it did. Oh, now I gotta find another one. Uh, yeah, I need copyright-free lo-fi so I don't get struck down. Nah. Alright. I like this. Okay, nope, I'm not gonna get distracted with the recommendations. I totally am later, but not right now. It's art time. Good old-fashioned copy-paste, temporarily cross-eyed, but just gotta, fix the pupil. Nope, don't like that pupil. You know what? I'm just gonna... You know what? Maybe just one eye would work fine. Maybe I don't need them both. Or maybe if I make it look like a bit more up or like over? Question mark? Maybe? Okay, that's fine. That's cool. You don't have it. Let me check some of your other images to see if you have a nose. Okay, Artfight. Bookmarks. Okay, you do have a nose. And it's all black. Got it. It's more of like a... Okay, so it's more of like a little triangle. One of the noses I'm actually okay at drawing. Okay. Feels a little large. Because you have like a tiny nose. At least based on the images. I guess it's a bit more like flat and outward. There we go. Oh, that's cute. I really like how this one's turning out. Need just like a little bit of intrigue. Nah, not intrigued enough. You're like smiling in none of your images, so I'm guessing that's like a creative choice. So, I don't like that mouth. Maybe just like a neutral expression. No, that feels a little too high up. Let me, if I try... There, and you know what, let me give you your chin now. I've been waiting too long for your chin. I want to do like my usual chin and just that, but at the same time, I kind of want to also like... No, I don't vibe with that either. Maybe I could just like do like a partial the way I usually do my chins. At least on cats, or just like animals. Even though I mostly draw cats. Because cats are just, they're so silly. They're just silly creatures. I'm doing an art, but struggling on everyone who's not a cat, because that's just the story of my life. I like this sketch so far. Maybe I'll move the face up a bit more. Let me just combine that layer. Oh, and of course the chin is on that same layer. Rah. Okay, so let me just try to get everything except the chin. Oh, I think I already failed at that objective. Oh, no, never mind, we're good, we're good. Now turn face a bit more, because he's just like looking up at the game, seeing what's going on. I'll probably fix up that other pupil. Yeah, no, let me fix that now. No, I don't vibe with that anymore. Nope, don't vibe with that either. Nope, don't vibe with that either. Don't really vibe with that either. Let me just fix this up. Maybe that's why line art's so easy for me, because I spend so much time on the sketch that the line art is just much simpler. Because I overcomplicate my sketches. This is just a sketch. Everything's gotta be perfect with my sketches. Okay, since rhyme is good, I'm gonna combine all his layers. Okay, nope, those are Levi's layers. Hands I'll save for later. And let me just save, just in case the worst happens. You never know when, like, I remember years ago, like, I was working on something, and I was, like, really proud of it. I mean, noting that this was, like, 2021, it probably looked like shit. But I was, like, really proud of it, but then I forgot to save it, and then I lost it forever, and I actually kind of forgot what I drew, and that's what made me even more mad, because, like, I thought that I remember being, like, really proud of it, but not even remember what I drew. And I was like, oh shit, wait, I didn't save! Even though if you try to exit out without saving, for example, it says, like, you know, save before closing. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. It gives you a little pop-up that asks you if you want to save before closing, but my bitch has ignored that, I guess. I mean, I don't really care now, but it's more of like a for future reference, like always sit. Oh wait, no, I exited out of all my references. Whoopsies. Now I gotta I just, since I have so many references, I just open them all in another tab, so then I can just easily swap between them instead of having going back, copy paste into the reference tab. And then here it's just easier. I can just swap between them. You, and even though I'm pretty much done with you, I'll still have you out. And I can just swap between them. Usually I just use the mouse, though I can use the scroll wheel. Okay. Now let's try sketching you. Altair. Now, at this point I'm considering just keeping like the Animal Crossing hands or something, just have circles. Because I'm that bad with hands. Okay, now you. This one's an empty layer, right? Yep. Okay, I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna make you also blue. Hair. I'm awful with hair. Now, let's see, where's my water? Here you are. Refreshing. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'll do the hair. No, it's a bit more like over here-ish. And then you have also a little like swoop down there. Nope, a little too far. Nope, not vibing with that. Nope, not vibing with that. Okay, and then you have right down there. I'm not vibing with that either. It just feels like a little too long, you know? You're taking too long. I'm sorry, I'm so brain rotted. Okay, let's try with that. I'll lean back a bit more. I'll add your chair a bit later. Maybe I could just like. I don't vibe with that. Good enough. I'll fix that up later. You know what? Maybe before it wasn't that bad. So I'll copy this just to. Oh wait, too far. Okay, and then I'll just like. Okay, it still feels like. Oh, right. I keep fucking distracted. Oh my god, my Adderall needs to start doing its job properly. Now, this hair. What am I gonna do about that? Okay, so. It's still like. It feels a bit too far. No, maybe instead I could like. Bonk. Okay, better, but also like. Too much, I guess? I don't know. Sure. Make it more of like a sink. Let that sink in. What's it call it? Now, okay. Now let me just fix. No, I'm not gonna find that layer yet. Gonna just fix that up. The hair is really, really cute on this character. Not the way I draw it though. The way this is still like a fixer-upper. Okay, you know what? Better, but I can do better. So what? This side. I really like this character design. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that because the neck is gonna be there, so it's not really gonna. So you know what? Maybe I'll, because it's technically like, oh nope, too much. It's technically all like connected, so. Then you'll have that neck. And how can I? You know what? Let me go back. I didn't mind this. Sometimes I like to just like sit and stare at it for a second just to make sure it's like, okay, does this actually look good, or is that just like my delusional ass being like, yeah, let's move on, good enough? Because I don't settle for good enough. Actually, no, that's a lie. Yes, I do. I settle for good enough all the time. Then usually I'll go back and change it, but sometimes it's like, you know what, that's good enough. Especially if I'm struggling in it a while. Especially if I'm struggling on it for a while. Okay, English, please, thank you. Would you believe me if I said English was my first language? Okay, you know what? Yeah. Good enough. So, I don't know, the face feels like a little too ovally instead of like as round as the like reference feels. So I'm gonna swoop. Maybe I could. How long have I been streaming for? Let me check. Oh, damn, 2 hours. Nice, nice. Damn. I'm tempted to take a break, but also I know if I do, I'm probably not going to get this done until at least next week, because I procrastinate that much. But at the same time, I still also, you know, I have other shit to do, so... I'll flip a coin. Heads, I do other work. And tails, I'll draw for a little longer. Let's see, coin, flip. It's... tails. Alright, a little longer. Here, let me just also, like, look at it, how it looks without the baselines. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay, you know what? I actually vibe with that head. I'm vibing with this a lot so far. Holy shit. But I have other things to do. And other responsibilities. But if I end stream, then I'm not going to get this done because I'm going to procrastinate. But then I have to draw antlers. And then I eventually have to draw your hands and your nose. And you have hands. Do you have a nose? No. But you have hands. And... oh, and you have hands. And, oh my god, I hate hands. They suck. So I might take a break, but I'm probably gonna schedule a stream for. I have plans on Friday. Saturday, maybe. Am I working Saturday? I forget. I have to check. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm working Saturday. I just don't know when. Let me check my schedule actually. Or I could probably stream tomorrow. It'll be like a bit later. Oh, Saturday I'm only working 4 hours, so I could. Though I'm probably gonna end up streaming tomorrow, maybe. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be exhausted by then. I was already exhausted today. So you know what? I'll go like Saturday. All right. As much as I love this, if I keep like, I'm worried I'm gonna burn myself out, and also I still also have to check up with the shortlist and like animated series stuff, yada yada yada. Oof. But yeah, I'll definitely be. I'm gonna try the stream Saturday too. I'll even schedule it in advance. What's I call it? Yeah. So this is what I have so far. To be continued. I don't know. I'm bad at ending streams, but see y'all. I guess Saturday. I don't know. I'll have to think of a time. Probably sometime around maybe 3 EST. I want to kick a child. Hi, Egg Toast. Honestly, that's fair. I want to kick children too. I hate them. I hate children. Yeah, lore drop. Oh, I don't really like children, especially when I'm at work and they're kind of annoying. Oops, I joined, it ended. Don't worry, I'm streaming Saturday too. I'll make it like a schedule thing so more people can join as suggested because, yeah. But, yep, I'll be back in a couple days. See y'all.